So Brendan Schaub and Ariel Helwani are beefing. Brendan Schaub responded to Ariel on The Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen, and they just used underhanded remarks, and they didn't mention Ariel's name because they always have this larger than life persona where they are always thinking that they're better than everybody else. Ariel thinks he's better than Brendan. Well, no, he doesn't. Ariel's just an MMA journalist that's clapping back at Brendan Schaub because Brendan Schaub is just mentioning Ariel's name and kind of just sullying the waters and attacking Ariel's reputation and attacking his show, attacking him and saying that he got fired all of his previous jobs. He's back to square one. Like just antagonizing him and poking the bear. So Brendan Schaub is just doing things that he knows that will annoy Ariel, and he's doing that because of a reaction to what Ariel said on his show on the MMA Hour. But the thing is, like, I mean, the beef. I mean, this a beef or is it just some kind of drama that they're trying to cultivate for views or what? Because make no mistake, YouTube is about views and views and views. That's all that matters on YouTube. Views, AdSense, revenue, and money. Because that's what we're all here for. All of us are here because of the AdSense. All of us are here because of how much money we can make off YouTube. And obviously the best content gets the most money. So Brendan Schaub, it's widely known that he pays for subscribers, he pays for viewers, he pays for live chat viewers, bots. He does that, and that's the game. You got to play the game, but I guess that is the game. You got to play the game and try and win the game, but like, that's how it is. But and and if you look at Brendan Sharp's comment section, you'll see that none of them like him. His own fans and his community doesn't like him. If you go to Reddit, nobody likes him. You go everywhere, nobody likes him. I mean, maybe there's a few people here and there, but those people are the outliers. The outliers like Brendan Schaub, and those people are, nobody likes them. So really, at the end of the day, Brendan Schaub is looked at as a man with no talent because he did get a leg up from Joe Rogan. He got everything handed to him on a silver platter with silver spoon, and he's been spoon fed his whole life. Not his whole life, but after he finished fighting in the UFC and getting knocked out, he started the podcast thing with Brian Callen, the fighter and the kid. And the only reason that was successful was in part to Brian Callen and Joe Rogan. Brian Callen is the funny person. Brendan Schaub's not funny. Brian Callen is the person with logic. Brendan Schaub doesn't really have any logic when it comes to MMA. And that's kind of surprising given the fact that Brendan Schaub is supposed to be the MMA fighter and Brian Callen is the fucking comedian. Well, Brendan Schaub's a comedian now as well. He's a failed comedian. He's not funny. Like he's not funny. Like he's not a funny guy. So his comedy shows don't sell out. He's lying about that, selling out. No, they don't sell out. Nobody cares about his comedy shows. Nobody watches them. I mean, he's not funny. Like, have you seen so many of these videos on YouTube talking shit about Brendan Schaub, about his comedy special on Netflix? So many people have said that it's shitty and boring. I mean, I'm not even going to spend my time watching that stuff. I mean, I'm not even going to give him a chance because I see his demeanor on YouTube and I see how he acts on YouTube. So I can tell that he's already not. I mean, I just don't like the way he responded to Ariel. I don't like the way he talks about everybody else as if he's better than everybody else and this grandiose persona and I'm better than you, bitch. Like that's how he thinks. Everything is like no one is on his lane except for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's his daddy and Joe Rogan is this guy that he worships because he put him on. Like, you know, when an artist gets a cosign, or when you get a cosign to buy a house or something like that, that's exactly how it is here. Except Joe Rogan co-signed this dude, Brendan Schaub, on YouTube. And he told a lot of his. And there's a rumor going around that Joe Rogan said to a lot of people that if they don't do Brendan Schaub's podcast, then they don't get to go on his show. They don't get to go on Joe Rogan's show if they don't do Brendan Schaub's show. Seriously, I mean that's seriously. I'm hearing that from a source, credible sources, but at the same, like, it's like, wow. I mean, the whole thing is a kind of a mess a little bit. It's kind of crazy, and looking at it from my perspective, it's kind of interesting. I mean, and what are the things we can talk about for Ariel? I mean, how is Ariel? What is Ariel doing in this situation to aggravate it? Well, he's aggravating it by making videos responding to Brendan Schaub, but that's not his fault. He's only responding to Brendan Schaub. Brendan Schaub's been taking little attacks and little just shots at Ariel Helwani for years. When Ariel was with DC, and when he was with DC and the DC and Helwani show, Brendan Schaub was taking shots at Ariel back then. When Ariel was with ESPN, Brendan Schaub was taking shots at him, and Ariel couldn't respond because of the conflict of interest with ESPN. He had to remain professional. But now that he's independent and he's Helwani, he can talk. He has a voice, and he has an opinion, and he can say whatever he wants. Well, within the boundaries of YouTube and within the boundaries of reality. You can't just say anything. You got to think about what you say. On YouTube especially, even in real life, you got to think about what you say. Saying the wrong thing to a person can get you killed, arrested. Well, depends on what you tell them, but saying the wrong thing to the wrong person can get you fucked up real bad. Like, really badly, man. Like, for real. Seriously, it's not a good look.